What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the other side of the Firewall podcast, where we talk about the latest and greatest in cybersecurity news, as well as we highlight those movers and shakers and glass ceiling breakers, those people of color who made it to the other side of the proverbial firewall. My name is Ryan Williams, and as always, I'm joined by Shannon
What's up? What's up?
and LeVon Maynard.
Hey, welcome to the show.
What is going on? So, welcome back to the show. Please continue to like, share, subscribe. We're seeing those numbers going up a little bit. I like that. Okay, keep it up. Monday and Tuesday are our topics. Wednesday, we have a discussion. Thursday, sometimes we do Ask Assist P, where we talk to somebody breaking into cybersecurity. And then Fridays, we do the weekly rundown, where we talk about everything else. So TV, movies, books, all that good stuff. What we do to unwind. But without further ado, I give it to Shannon.
All right. So this article is from infosecurity-magazine.com. And the title, actually, it's by Phil Muncaster. And the title of this one is Five Eyes Agencies Issue Detailed Russian Cyber Threat Warning. So cybersecurity agencies, now when they say Five Eyes, they're talking about the US, UK, Australia, Canada, and New Zealand are considered Five Eyes when it comes to intelligence agencies. And they've issued, actually, this is another warning to organizations that are outside of the Ukraine that they may be targeted by pro-Russian hackers. And so this is one of those things where, like, we know it's going to happen, right? Like, we've been talking real tough. We've been doing sanctions against Russia. So we kind of knew something like this was coming, right? But this is not just, I don't want to say our own, excuse me, I don't want to say our own paranoia, but we got other countries that are just like, hey, yeah, you guys should be on the lookout for this. And the reason they do, and the reason they put this alert out actually is that when you look at it, there's actually been talk from different groups that are kind of like Russian sympathizers, right? That are talking about, hey, they're going to get in on, attacking the US, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, like all these places that have placed sanctions on Russia for their actions in the Ukraine, right? So, but yeah, this is one of those things where when the report came out, they're like, hey, what do you need to look out for, right? Critical infrastructure, right? Same thing we've been talking about for how long now, right? Is protecting our infrastructure, because the talk is in the report that they're going to start looking at attacking those things that we hold dear, right? It might be another colonial pipeline, right? It might be another, I want to say BTS, but that's that Korean singing group. And what was it? JBS, or what was the place in Brazil?
Yes, both.
Yeah.
Yes to both.
Yes, okay, yeah.
It's JBS.
JBS, yeah. I was like, BTS don't sound right. It's the Korean pop group. but yeah, JBS. So it could be the same type of thing, right? So they're just saying, hey, we need to raise our cyber posture, because this stuff is coming based off what's come out, what's come out through the intelligence gathering sphere, so to speak. You know what I mean? But LeVon, what's your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I think it's a good heads up, a good information. We, like you mentioned, we kind of talked about this one before a little bit, as far as like knowing that Russia was going to be trying to attack some critical infrastructure with their I guess some of the typical hacking techniques. But yeah, it's good that this organization, the Five Eyes, is kind of like making sure people are aware of that. Yeah, it's just like one of those things. I mean, it's only a matter of time before another critical infrastructure is attacked, or potentially affected by some sort of cyber attack. And we saw what happened with the pipeline, and how people reacted to that. Even the common folks, kind of going crazy and buying gas, like gallon, multiple gallons at a time for or putting the gas in like big tubs and trash bags, all this kind of stuff, to try to save it for later, and like emptying out the gas station. So that's the thing. That's the area that I am most concerned about, is when I hear about these critical infrastructure pieces that get affected. Because if they attack, like, I don't know, Netflix is down, or like whatever is down, like your email, that's not a big deal for the most part. But when they take out like your water supply, take out your oil supply, take out your electricity, that's when things really hit the fan. But yeah, it's good that we have groups out there that are kind of monitoring this. But Ryan, what do you have on this one?
Yeah, I definitely agree. And it seems as though the Russia-Ukraine situation is just bringing the rest of the West closer together. So I'm sure they always shared this type of information with each other, but it wasn't as free flowing as it is now. Like there's a vested interest in all of these countries because we were all in this together now with the sanctions to share the wealth of this knowledge. Like a attack of one is attack of all in this situation. And you see it as well, like with their list of how detailed things are becoming. It says it also includes a list of malware as a service groups. And then the alert also links to multiple useful resources, a lengthy list of mitigation and technical details for each group, and includes their TTPs, or tactics, techniques and procedures. So we're putting it all out there, which should discourage these groups from their attacks, but at least it helps us to build up the defense in depth to protect ourselves. Because we saw this week, I saw Microsoft stopped a blackout. They were trying to hit them with a third blackout, the Ukraine. And then you saw Starlink was attacked, and they were actually able to defend themselves and keep the communications flowing from the Ukraine out to the rest of the world. So it's definitely a war out there, and having good intel and having all of these organizations working so close together just benefits us all. So that was definitely interesting, and it's only going to get better as things become worse, if that makes sense, right? Like, the information will be even more flowing if this situation doesn't stop between Russia and Ukraine. So it's within their interest to start to curtail this war, because the sanctions are only going to get worse, and the NATO partners are only going to get tighter. So might actually get a couple more from the news this past couple of weeks. But I definitely thought it was an interesting article. Definitely a good conversation. Please, if you're out there listening, continue to like, share, subscribe, share it with your friends, even the non-nerdy ones. Get this podcast out there. Continue to watch us on YouTube and Spotify, and listen to us on the other 6 platforms that we're on. Again, Monday and Tuesday are topics. Wednesday, we have a discussion. Thursdays, Ask Us SP when we have those. And then Fridays, everything else. So I'm sure everyone's going to be pretty interesting this week as well. So definitely continue to tune in. Hit up all of our social medias. They're all the name of the podcast, as well as you can hit me up personally. I'm at RY Security Guy. That's RY Security Guy. I'm on LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok, and Clubhouse. And you, LeVon?
Yes, sir. You can hit me up on the Twitters at LeVon Maynard.
There it is. Stay safe. Stay secure.
Take care.